welcome to another edition of Achievement College, my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. This is Aussie Gamer 17. Welcome to part 26 of my 100% walkthrough for Elden Ring. Now that reminds me, we are going to eventually get some new clothes for our prisoner. We ain't always going to wear this. But if you also want to get some new clothes, I'm wearing my brand new Aussie Gamer 17 merch. So make sure you check out my merch store. It should all be linked down below. So yeah, grab yourself some Aussie Gamer t-shirts and stuff like that. I'm loving them. They fit really cool. But that's enough of plugging that. Back to talking about the actual game. We are going to go upgrade weapons. Now, I know we've been using, if we go into our equipment and we look at... Oh, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. That was something I was doing off camera. And we look at our weapons. We've been using the Morning Star a lot, and as a big weapon, we've been using Bloodhound's Fang. I love both of those. Now, but I need a smaller weapon that does slashing or piercing damage. We've got the Morning Star, that does strike damage, but sometimes we need to go with something a little sharper, if you know what I mean. And so we're going to replace the Morning Star. We're going to keep using the Morning Star. Sorry, we're not completely replacing it, but just replacing it in certain sections. And I know we've been using the twin blade with the what's it called, Sacred Blade. We're probably going to replace that, and we're going to use the, what's it called, hang on, it's up above, the Uchi Katana. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but like I usually do, I go with whatever's good for me, whatever seems to work. The Uchi Katana, or Ukita, I don't know, who cares? That's the point. We're going to start using this weapon, and we're going to put the Art of War, the same one that is currently on the Morning Star. Sorry, Ashes of War. I keep calling them Art of War for some reason. It just sounds better to me. We're going to put on the Ashes of War from the Morning Star. To do that, you just go into your Ashes of War, go to Equip Weapons, and you'll see here the Ground Slam, and when you click on it, it'll ask if you want to remove it from the Morning Star. We're going to do that for now. What's our best thing here? Just standard. Heavy would be more if we were higher in our strength, wouldn't it? I think we'll just leave it at standard for now. Now, we do get certain items, actually, if I go back into there, we do get certain items that add different options in this screen here, guys. So when we get some more options in there, it really does start to become a lot better with our Ashes of War. I can't wait to show you that as well. And speaking of which, I was just earlier today practicing episode 68 of this walkthrough. That's how far ahead I have fully planned ahead to episode 68 so far. And that's still nowhere near the end of the game, just for those wondering. But what also sometimes happens, and the reason I'm planning that far ahead, is sometimes something might happen in episode 68 that might affect something I want to do right here in episode 26. And that is the case with why I'm changing to the Uchi Katana. I found that it is a much, much better weapon if we start leveling it up now. There are probably other katanas that we could choose, but this is the only one we've got access to right now. So I'm going to start using it now. And speaking of upgrading it, we are going to quickly... Oh, while I'm here, we're actually here at the, what's it called, Rampart Tower. And we're actually beginning and finishing this video here at the exact same Grace, and in this video we're going to go explore a few bits and pieces of Stormveil Castle. I'm going to fight a mini boss. I'm going to show you a really cool way of cheesing that fight so that we don't really take any damage, and we're going to a whole bit of loot to pick up along our way, and then we're going to end up back here at the Rampart Tower. But before we do that, I'm actually just going to go to the Round Table Hold and upgrade some of these weapons. Okay, we're going to go, oops, wrong button, straight over to the Blacksmith dude. I always forget his name, the big fella. The big prisoner dude. We should be friends. We're both prisoners. Did you know that, mate?
Where have you been hiding?
What did you think? I was dead again, did ya?
Dead. No matter, it's all the same.
Which literally doesn't make sense. I literally just spoke to you off camera. We want to... Actually, it was on camera. I'm going to edit it out of this recording. It was before we went live. Okay. We're going to talk to him about... Oh, there was a couple of things I wanted to sell too. Reminder, with our weapons here, guys, I'm only selling double ups. There's no weapons that have got double ups. Keep all your weapons in case we want to use them in the walkthrough, and we don't need the money for it. So just hang on to any weapons and only sell doubles. And if I go across to the hats, yes, I've got too many of these. I'm going to sell 2 of those. You might have a different items, and I know I've got 2 of those, so I'm selling 1 of those. And that should be about it. And now we're going to strengthen some of our weapons. We do not have a somber smithing stone 3. I don't believe I've covered this in the walkthrough, but the Bloodhound's Fang is considered a unique weapon. To upgrade unique weapons, you need somber smithing stones, and you only need 1 of each number. We've used the first 2, so we've got it up to a Bloodhound's Fang +2. To get it up to a +3, we need the somber smithing stone 3. Now, unique weapons only go up to +10, and normal weapons, I think it's 28. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think it's 28. And they use different numbers of, first of all, we've got to use a whole bunch of smithing stone 1s, then a whole bunch of 2s, 3s, 4s, and so on and so forth. Okay, but our next thing we're going to do is upgrade the Uchi Katana as much as we can. I know that our shield needs level 1 smithing stones as well, but we're going to use the Uchi Katana first and upgrade that as much as we can using smithing stone 1, which we've collected in earlier videos. So if you're following along, you should have roughly the same amount depending on the ones we've got or had with enemy drops. So now it's already up to smithing stone 2. I will preference the Demi-Human Queen's Staff with the smithing stone 2 over the Uchi Katana. Our staff is our most important weapon. It is our boss killer, so we're going to be using that. So we're going to upgrade the staff. Oh, it's going to use all 6 of our level 2 smithing stones. And since we've got a few smithing stone 1s left, we'll upgrade this shield too. I believe I'm still using this shield. We do get some other shields that are very, very similar, but I'm still using this shield up in episode 68. But that could change depending on other things that happen as well. All right, there we go. Everything is as upgraded as we can possibly get it. Let's get back to the script and back to the Rampart Tower at Stormveil Castle. Here we go. Now, I know we've got the, what's it called? The Ground Slam on the Katana at the moment. We're actually going to go get another Ash of War in just a second, which I kind of haven't tested as much as I would like to see if I like it better than the Ground Slam. So we may do that live, we may not. We'll find out in just a second. But heading out here, make sure you've got your pebble ready. The other thing is, last time I practiced this, I had a far higher level character. So, which magic do we have? Just a pebble. And we're going to focus our pebble on this guy. But I can't remember how many we need. Let's try it. So, 2. Oh, that one just missed. Wait for him to come up. There we go. It's almost 1. Almost 1 is enough. All right, heading out. We're going to have... So, that's 2. We've got this sword bird up here. That's what I call them. And that's another thing. With all the enemies and things, I'm just going to call them what I like to call these enemies, guys. I'm not going to be worrying about what the game wants me to call them. Just get to the very bottom of the stairs. You don't want to get too close so that, that he does that. That's all right. Oh, stay still. Ow. I wasn't ready. Okay. You don't want to go as far as I went. We'll try not to make that same mistake. We did bring 2 heals. Try not to make the same mistake I made. I made that mistake so that you don't have to. Just to about here. I just wanted to get close enough so that it still reached him. And we're going to do the same with this guy. Oh, he actually saw that. Okay. If he's coming at you, get him with a pebble. 2 pebbles each. Probably not exactly the way that I did it. But, yeah, like I said, I make the mistake so you don't have to. Now, as we go down here, we're just going to remove some of these barrels. Just in case we stuff up the next part and need to run back here. Spoiler alert. So if we destroy them, they can't blow up on us. Okay. Actually... Oh, that's for later. Anyway, we're going to go get the Ash of War first. Okay, we're going to... So disregard smashing those barrels. We're actually not going that way. We're going to jump off here. So this is the west wall, up the stairs where those birds were hanging out, and just drop down. Oh, I nearly dropped too far. Whoa, that was nearly a big mistake. Head around to our right, and drop off this wall here. and onto this ledge. And you can see a loot just down there. That is not the Ash of War. That is a shield that we're going to grab. The marred wooden shield. Can't say I'll be using that in the walkthrough. And now we are going to look for this Ash of War. We need to drop down here. I'm just trying to remember exactly where he is. Some of the things in this game are really, really hard to practice because you'd have to use a brand new account to practice everything because they disappear for good. Now, I do know that we want our pebble ready. I'm going to refill my FP because we're going to get in with our pebble, but we don't want to run out of pebbles halfway through killing it. Does that make sense? Of course it does. I can't hear him yet, so I think it... Okay, we're going to drop down here. Oh, no, 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 no. Haha, just kidding, guys. I was expecting that. All right, pebbles. So lock on and then pebbles. And we get the Ash of War Storm Assault. I may check that out later in the walkthrough. That is to be determined. Okay. All right, so now... there's a bit of a mini boss called the Crucible Knight over there. Did we face one of them in the room upstairs? I can't remember if that was in this. It's actually been a week between recording this episode and the last, although they'll probably only show up on my channel a day apart. It's just the way that I am completing this walkthrough that sometimes happens. Oh, there he is. Okay, so what we're going to do, his ears must have been burning. We're not going to fight him right now. I want to attack him from the other side. So what we're going to do is we're going to run straight past him. Actually, before we do that, there is a smithing stone I want to grab. Maybe I'll grab it when I come back down. Maybe we won't worry about the smithing stone right now. We're going to run past him. We're going to go through that archway that he came through and up into the castle proper. And there's going to be an elevator. We're going to activate the elevator by running onto it, activating it, and we're going to ride it up, and then we'll be back where we started this video. I'm going to rest at that grace just to reset this guy and then come back down and deal with him. That's the plan. Where has he actually gone to? I'm going to see if we can run right past him. Even if he's hasn't come over this side, guys, you can still run through that arch and run past him. Oh, we could get a good little... So that's the smithing stone there. Anyway, we're going to ignore him and we're going to come back. We could probably do... You know what? I'm going to try it now. Let's do it now. Okay, get your magic glint blades. We're going to unleash as many as we can before they start flying off. I think it's usually about 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then unlock. Run away. Now that actually didn't work so well because he got his shield out. Run away and we're going to jump behind here. Now, if this doesn't work, I haven't actually practiced this. This is something I only discovered while I was doing my practice run. But of course, he was already dead when I discovered this. Okay. Refill our flask, our FP. I'm surprised he didn't follow me this far. So the plan was to have him follow me up here. And then give him a few blades from here. Because I doubt he can come around. And then we'll see I was going to see if he'd figure out to come around this way. And if he did, we would just jump over. But I actually haven't practiced this. I actually practiced a different cheese method for this guy. Okay, where is he? I can hear him. If he starts chasing us, we're going to run and jump behind there again, okay? Where is he? Did you guys hear that? Okay, let's just check over here. Where are you, mate? He doesn't know where I am, obviously. There he is. All right, let's just give him one from here. Just one, so it gets him in the back, and we're not wasting as many this time. But yeah, we're not going to be fighting him. What are you doing, mate? Let's see if we can... that's bad. That was a bad waste. I didn't know he was going to go through. All right, let's get him in the back from here. He's still looking for me. Quick, quick, quick. Yes. Oh, he's going to try and come up here. Good luck to you, mate. Now, if he does his dragon wing thing, make sure you roll towards him. Just like I did there. And we are going to cancel our lock on and go back to our plan A. Hopefully he chases me over here. And if he doesn't, that's okay too, because we can go back to our same spot and get him in the back again. Okay, I see him. Just trying to work out where he was. Oh, I see you. I can see his head. Come on, Crucible. I got another idea too. But yeah, he's really not that hard, is he? I know a lot of people at this stage of the game can get really stuck on this guy, so I just wanted to give different options for people. And that's why I'm doing this. Let's just go up here again on the sneaky sneak. The key is to get behind him and unleash our magic glint blade from behind him. And if we're real brave, we could sneak up behind him and use this, which I think we will. All right, let's follow him. Let's not put it in two hands until we've done this. Oh, shoot. I forgot I wasn't in sneak mode then. All right, sneak mode. Do a sneak attack, and then we're going to run back to that same spot. Oh. Oh, that wasn't part of the plan. Okay, we're going to go to my other spot now. I had to roll towards him. The sneak attack didn't work. It didn't get the other thing, but he struggles to get across here. This was the other plan I had. God, I'm showing you all of them here instead of the one that works. Let's just magic glint blade him from here. Let's get two of them on him here. Now, the only way he gets across here is when he turns into that dragon-looking thing. See, he won't come across. Now we're going to get him in the back. Not quite in the back, but he didn't have his shield up. Just wait for him to drop his shield. Yeah, see, he won't come across. This was my original way of getting... Oh, I need to refill my FP. Oh, he's going to put his shield up. No, he's going to get got. Excellent. Wait for him to drop his shield. All right, so I'd advise to just stick with this method. I don't know why I was trying to come up with other methods. What he does do, though, occasionally, now that we've dealt with him, and we get the aspects of Crucible Horns. I think that's a faith incantation. We're not going to be using that. What can happen here, the reason I was trying to come up with a new spot, he does that thing where he grows his big glowy wings, and then he can fly across here. If he does that, guys, all you do when he's about to fly across is you just roll when he's coming across and start on the other side and do the same thing from this side. Okay, so really, really easy to cheese that guy. A couple of different ways that we've cheesed him. We could have gone with our very, very first initial way of doing it. Give him a glint blade or two here in the back. Run over here. He doesn't follow us over there, which we've just learnt. Run over there. Hide behind that wall. And when he's had enough, he'll go back over here. Stand over here again. And you could rinse and repeat. And once we have dealt with the Crucible Knight, don't forget to grab our Somber Smithing Stone level 2. All right, now that we've got that, we've got the Crucible, we can actually fast travel now. We've activated that elevator. The reason we used the elevator the first time was to get it up and working. Now we can just fast travel back to the Rampart Tower. Okay, now for this next section, we're going to need as much FP as we can. We are going to pop into our flasks, allocate. We're going to put it all in FP. We're not going to take any damage, so we don't need to heal. That's the plan anyway. All into FP. Let's do it. Okay, now we're going to head out the way we came, back out here. We're going to have to deal with these birds again. So grab your pebble. Get up close enough to this one. Give him one pebble, then wait for him to come towards us and straighten up before we shoot the second pebble. Here we go. And not yet, not yet. Now. And that ledge sort of didn't make things easy, but we did it anyway. Now, let's see if I've learnt my lesson on these two. Probably not. This is the only spot that's going to give us any trouble. Okay, we're going to get almost to the bottom of the stairs. And we're standing in a very dangerous spot, but we'll try the same move. Pebble. Are we close enough? Yes, we are. Wait for him to straighten up a bit. And give him the second pebble. Excellent. Now we're going to worry about this guy. Let's see if one will reach him from here. Same plan, same plan. Wait for him to come around the corner and ba-boom. There we go. 2 pebbles each. Job done. Now, as I did before, this probably isn't really necessary. It's more of a good habit. Getting rid of these barrels because we're about to do something. But I've come up with a method that really isn't risky. Anyway, do we have... Hang on. Do we have any fire pots? We do not. We've got to craft one. Craft a fire pot. We can craft 2 if we wanted to. In fact, let's just craft 2. Why not? We're about to use one anyway, so it'll give us our cracked pot back. And then we're going to pop it over in our pouch. I'm going to get rid of where I've got the telescope. And in there, I'm going to place that one of the fire pots that we just crafted. There they are. Okay, get into sneak mode. Head forward. There is one of those sword birds waiting to ambush us. We're like, oh, I wonder if there's loot around that corner. Let's go check it out. But no, if you do that, you're going to get... Oh, you can even see the loot. So I thought it would be even smarter if they made it so you can see it if you look closely. So what we're going to do is look up a bit so that your head is sort of up towards that window in the brickwork there. And throw a fire pot. Trust me, just do it. Oh, look at that. One of those birds. Let's check it out. Got him. And he dropped some loot. Some Stormhawk feathers. Get rid of these barrels and find ourselves a smithing stone level 2. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, what is next as I check my notes? Oh, yes, we've got some cool stuff coming up. Alright, we're going to go back the way we just came and down these stairs to the north out onto this roof. Now, when you go through here, you could... is that on the notes? Hang on a second. Oh, yes, it is in my notes. I just didn't read it. Grab the golden rune. Now, into here, you could easily think, oh, yeah, I've got a drop in there. No, don't do that yet. Don't do that. There's too many enemies there. Or you could think, oh, we're going to go over here and go down that ladder. Don't do that yet either. What you want to do is look down here and get your Bloodhound Fang ready. Okay, where are they? They're down that way. Those 2 guys... patrolling, they'll stop and turn around there, and then they patrol all the way back down here, stop and turn around and go back. So that's what they're doing. That big heavy, he's tough. He's a tough dude. So what we're going to do is we're going to give him a few magic glint blades from up here. If they don't finish him off, what he's going to do is he's going to run up this ladder. We're going to be ready for him when he comes up that ladder, because we are... am I going to use... I've got to work out if we're going to use Scholar's Armament or not. Yeah, I am. Okay, so we're going to do that now. All right, that's the plan. So if he comes up here, we're going to use our heavy sword. We're going to pop it into 2 hands. And when he gets to the top of the ladder, we're going to have a charge attack waiting for him to knock him back off the ladder. Even if it doesn't kill him, hopefully it'll at least knock him back down. And we'll get a chance to do it all again. And now he's patrolled all the way back there, so we've got more time. We'll, Scholar's Armament. It shouldn't run out. Let's Scholar's Armament. And then switch over to Magic Glint Blades. And when he comes back this way, we're going to give him 2 Magic Glint Blades. Make sure you're locked on to the big heavy and not the other dude. When he gets close enough, doesn't matter how close he is to the ladder, just close enough to us. Oh, and guys, I just quickly edited the video here. I also had to refill my FP. So make sure you refill your FP before you try this bit, because we want to shoot more than 2 glint blades at him. We're going to try 4. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the sword in 2 hands. All right, that last one didn't really get him. He's coming up the ladder. Hopefully he's the first one up the ladder. Yes, he is. So get ready. And start your charge now. Oh, it didn't quite get him. Accidentally rolled off. That's fine. We'll finish him with a normal attack. Wait for old mate to come down the ladder. And normal attack to finish him. Okay, that was a bit of a... what do you call that when you make a play on the run? An audible. That was a bit of an audible. But it worked. That charge attack was supposed to kill him. It's just that that final... glint blade didn't do any damage for some reason, or it missed him. I'm not really sure. But so just the only other thing that could have really gone wrong there, I mean, obviously, if you miss this charge attack here, then you're really the really stuff. But if that gets him and kills him, the other guy is usually following up the ladder. That's something I probably didn't explain. So all I normally do then is charge another charge attack straight away and get him as he's coming up the ladder as well. And you may have to do it in the other order. Sometimes they come up the ladder in another order. Now, before we go down there, we are going to drop down this side of the building, so the west side of the building. I always go a little bit too far. Turn to our right and grab these kukri sort of throwing knife type thingamajiggies. Let me check my notes. All right, we're going to go meet a new NPC. Very important NPC. We did mention him earlier in the last boss fight. So drop down in here, and this is why I didn't want to get him killed. Although I think I've learned since then that it doesn't matter if he dies in that fight. But better to be safe than sorry. And here is, I'm going to call him Roger Dodger. I think it's meant to be Roger or something fancy like that. But he's Roger, if you ask me. Let's have a chat.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you must
See,
have guessed.
even he pronounces it wrong.
Little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with tarnished.
I forgot, you probably don't want to just look at the back of my head, do you?
Sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
Grafting. Oh, that makes sense. And we're here to defeat Godric the Grafted.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you?
That's the plan.
See it then. I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between.
The lands between.
To a few magical battle arts.
Sometimes he's got an accent, sometimes he doesn't.
So tarnished, once guided by grace. I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Oh, yes, please. Although I don't believe he's got anything I wanted to get my hands on. We've already got that, but that's as an Ash of War, a little bit different. But anyway, we don't need any of that, so don't waste our money there. All right, if we turn around, we've got 2 enemies to worry about, and we have got Ground Slam ready. The only reason it's grayed out right now, it looks like we can't use it, is because there's no fighting in this room here near Roger. It's so that we don't accidentally kill him, I guess. Out there, though, straight ahead. 2 enemies just taking a smoko. In Australian terms, that's a break. They're taking a break. We are going to run up there, not locked on. We've done this before. And Ground Slam right in the middle of them. And then if any of them are left alive, we'll finish them off with a normal attack. That's the plan. Let's go. And Ground Slam. Ba-boom. Ho, ho, ho. No one left alive. Ha, 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 ha. Excellent. That was fun. All right, next plan is we go back past the ladder. Well, not back past. We haven't gone around this way. No other loot that I could find hanging around here. And, oh, don't run off the... I literally nearly ran off the edge because I was reading my notes then. Down the left-hand side here and head inside. We'll get to him later. Oh, we could get him now. Oh, no, wait. We don't actually come to him before coming to a grace anyway, and he'll be reset even if we did kill him now. And I want to save my FP. We'd need a lot of the FP for some other stuff coming up. In here, we're going to pick up some loot right here. Especially since I used an extra one that I wasn't planning to use already. Oh, yes, we definitely need all the FP we can get our hands on. We may even run out, but I've got contingencies if we do. All right, so we got that loot. All right, there's going to be a big exiled dude on our left-hand side. That's what I call him. These guys in the red hoods, they're called the exiled as far as I can tell. And this guy's a bigger version of them. We've killed a couple of them too, but this one's going to see us coming. So we're going to do a similar plan to what I just did with those two. We're going to run up to this guy and ground slam him. Oh, I hope that didn't wake him up. Run up to him, ground slam him. But instead of finishing him off with normal attacks, we'll try a guard counter if we need to. That's the plan. Let's go. Ground slam. Lock on. Oh, that staggered him anyway, so we can finish him with a critical. Now, if you find that that doesn't stagger him, just hold the block. You've got 100% guard damage negation on this shield anyway. And then do a guard counter. You should know how to do those by now, obviously. All right, so that finished him off. And now we have a boss fight, believe it or not. Another mini boss fight, I guess you'd call it. Although in some stages, that thing there would be considered a boss, am I right? Okay, get out your staff. Get out some glint blades. And this is why we needed all of that FP. I'm going to refill my flask. And the careful thing here is that we don't waste any. We need to make sure he's not going to go to an area where our blades can't get him. And you may need to rearrange where you're standing. You may need to go stand on that side over there. You can do that as well. But if he stays where he is now, these blades should be able to get him. Oh, especially if he backs back over there. I'm only shooting 2 at a time just to keep an eye on where he stands. Oh, this is working perfectly. Oh, if he goes too close, we'll start missing. All right, refill our flask again. Did we get a free refill before? 2 more. And is this not the easiest boss fight in the game or what? Let me know in the comments if you count that as a boss fight. Like, he is a boss at certain parts of the game. That one doesn't technically count as a boss, I don't believe. But anyway, we already got our lantern, didn't we? All right, that is how you take care of, I think he's called a grafted sign or something. There's some loot over there we're going to go grab in a minute, but look at that guy over there. We're going to deal with him. We could deal with him with FP from here with magic, but we're going to just deal with him in hand-to-hand combat to save our FP yet again by going around there. But before we do that, we do have some more FP to use. So head around and out this door here. Into sneak mode again, only because I don't want these guys to move too much. All right. Get your pebbles ready. How many pebbles per dog? I don't know at my current level. 2. 2 pebbles. And 2 for you. 3 for you. In fact, in my practice runs, 1 dog was stronger. I thought it was just because he'd seen us or something, but no. Anyway, 2 dogs down there. That is all there is. And now instead of, don't go in that room. There's one of those big heavy knights in there. We're going to jump over this ledge. We're going to deal with him, but we're going to deal with him in a different way. And we're going to go into sneak mode again after, go over this ledge. Get your shield out just in case things go wrong. And we're going to go do a sneak attack on this guy. In case something goes wrong, we'll be ready for a guard counter. Sneak attack! Nope, nothing goes wrong there. You're dead. And over here, I believe another smithing stone. No, a gold pickled foul foot. Wait, what? My note said smithing stone. Is that right? What's that noise behind me? What's he got? He's got a mushroom. Wait, what? Smithing stone. Unless they've changed it. Guys, let me know what that is for you guys. That was always a smithing stone for me, usually. Gold pickled foul foot. Have we picked up any of those before? Or do I need to explain? Okay, so those are the ones that boosts rune acquisition time. Now, I've been meaning to use those in the walkthrough when we... I'll explain it when we use them, but we really don't need them. All right, heading up here. Get our staff back out. Now, this guy. I'm going to wait. He's patrolling. He starts over near the door, comes down this way, and then patrols off down there. We're going to wait for him to get back to this corner where we are and head off towards the door, and then we're going to give him a couple of magic glint blades right in the back. Let's go. Let's do 3, apparently. That's not going to be enough, but I need to fill up my FP. He's going to walk over here. Let's give him 2 more. Hey, don't go over there. Ah, see, they both hit the wall there. 2 more here. There we go. There we go. Now, don't go in there just yet. We don't need to go in there. Get your shield back out just in case. And we're going to go up this ladder. Oh, I've got to not be crouched to go up the ladder. Let me just read my notes again here. Yep. Okay, we're going to do a jump attack or a drop attack. Think of Assassin's Creed here. That's what I think of when I do this. All right, see this guy down here? This is not the guy that we could see earlier. We're going to lock onto him. We're going to jump, and then do a heavy attack sort of just before we land. That's the plan. Let's go. And follow it up with a normal attack and then turn around. Okay, sometimes that door's open and a guy will come out if he hears that. It's good that it's closed. And sometimes it'll open and no one will come out. They'll just stay on their patrols. But just check that door after you take care of this guy. But before we do that, we're actually going to go this way. And we're going to go get that guy guarding a chest. Now I'm going to just turn on my lantern here. Go back into sneak mode. Yeah, this guy that we saw from the other side of the room. As soon as we go in there, we're just going to... What are we going to do with him? Let's guard counter because he woke up. Guard counter. Oh. I forgot that he does combos, so... Be ready for a combo. Don't make the mistake that I did. Oh, we got some Exile Hood and armor off him. Open up the chest as well. In the chest, we got a pickled turtleneck. You can read up about that in the menu. And over here, a stone sword key. We're going to need plenty of those, so it's always good when we find stone sword keys. Now we go back to that door. And there's going to be 2 exiled in here. I actually like it when the door is open. Okay, we can see him anyway. I'm glad that it's got this in it. What we're going to do is we're going to wait, because he's going to patrol back this way. Hopefully you can see him, guys. Hopefully he can't see me, actually, if I'm crouched here. I'm going to wait for him to turn around and head back that way before I open the door. Then I'm going to wait for him to come back and head back again, and we'll do a sneak attack on him. So open the door, then hide behind here. He's dumb. He doesn't notice that somehow the door got opened. And we're going to wait for him to come back this way. And as soon as he turns around to go the other way, we'll sneak up behind him and do a sneak attack. That will, however, alert another one of his type just down below to our left now. That guy there. So he's going to come up here. He's going to be looking to get some revenge. And we're going to do a guard counter. This time remembering that he may do one of those stupid... Oh, make sure you've got your shield up. Go nice and close to him. Yeah, I literally just said, make sure you remember that he might do that combo. And then I forgot. Oh, well, we should be okay. Now, don't forget to go in here. This is where we took out the guy through the window. He dropped some loot, so let's make sure we grab that. He dropped one of his helmets. That's the window that we took him out from. And over here, there is a chest. The Mimic's Veil. I actually haven't found a really cool way to use that. I've been playing around with it. You can mimic certain objects and things like that. But obviously, if I find a way to incorporate it into the walkthrough, you'll see it. Have a play around with it yourself, though, if you wish. All right, we're going to go back. There's 3 normal... Oh, not normal enemies, but these... Hey, what's he doing up here? Oh, I think he must have heard something and came looking. He's normally sitting down there with the rest of them. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to have some fun with them. Those 2 aren't close enough. I'm going to let him go sit back down. Or you could just do a sneak attack on him, but then I don't know what those 2 will do. And I've got something fun planned. Although I've got no healing, do I? This is the last lot of combat. What's in our physic? I'm just going to take it. Before we get to refill out of grace anyway. Okay, we do have our bubble. That's good. I couldn't remember if I'd put the bubble in or not. Alright, here's what we're going to do with these guys. Sit back down, buddy. Go on. Oh, he might... Maybe he doesn't sit down. Maybe that's not built into his animations. Okay, we're going to run up right there in between those 2 and do our ground slam. And then take out the guy on the left. Hopefully the ground slam kills both of these. Let's try it. Normal attack, normal attack. Yeah, how much fun is that? I love that ground slam. I'm glad I didn't change. I was planning on maybe using that Storm Assault, but you can tell why I haven't. I mean, we're not going to be using the ground slam for too much longer, but it's fun while we are. All right, make sure you grab the loot over by this painting. The Highland Axe. Turn around, you'll see some loot over to this side. Now, I don't know why I stay crouched here, but there's no more enemies that are going to hear us, but it's just habit, guys. And we go in here now. Maybe this is why, because these dogs actually killed me the first time I came in here. I do remember that. That's embarrassing to admit. but we've already killed them because we got them from up there. Or was it up there? I think it was up there. We already took them out anyway. And we're going to grab the bits of loot on the sides. Yes, great, but this is more important. This is something we need much, much later in the game. The Chrysalid's Memento. So make sure you grab that. And then we're going to head out the door we just came in and out to the left, and we're going to find an elevator that we can activate just by standing on here. And this elevator is going to pop us out. How about I just show you? Right here, opposite this side of Grace where we started the video. We're going to rest here because this, guys, is where we're going to start the next video. Yes, another video coming up here at the Stormveil Castle. Lots of fun still to be had here in Stormveil. A couple of more mini bosses and, of course, the main boss at the end of Stormveil Castle. I can't wait to show you more tactics. I hope you had fun watching this one, guys. Please let me know in the comments down below. I really, really love getting the feedback from you guys, so I know what you think. If you've got any tips and tricks, that's fine too. Really, really appreciate all the comments and the support on the series. There's the bell. You know what that means. Class dismissed.